is all the rage right now. Herbert, the Blaze Burns.
Are we on? Yes, we are live. Welcome back. And we have
with the Sanford MMA crew in his corner, Greg Jones and Henry Hoof, chief among them. Here is Herbert Burns making the walk for his third UFC appearance. And Joe,
Herbert Burns, Gilbert Burns'
we said about his older brother,
son. That was not his son, his brother. What the fuck am I talking about?
Gilbert is always deflecting to his younger brother, saying he's the more talented guy. I just worked hard. So he missed weight significantly yesterday trying to put that.
Welcome. Let me just edit the thumbnail for this video because, you know, might as well, hey.
There's levels of black belt, right? And Herbert Burns is at a very, very high level.
Where is it?
He's really technical on the ground and very strong and fast as well. Good stand-up, and that crew that he's with his brother, Henry Hoof, and all those amazing fighters down there in South Florida. He's got an incredible stable of people to work with as well. And I could not be more high on this young man. Very excited to see him fight tonight.
What's going on here? What's YouTube doing, man? YouTube moving a bit mad.
UFC. And Dom, really, when this kid entered the gym as a jiu-jitsu player, 10 years old, the coaches kind of recognized immediately that they were dealing with something special.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you look at his talent, you look at his brother and how his brother shows up. He obviously been training with him his whole life. And then to name Michael Chandler and Michael, all the people that he trained with, basically. Chandler, Michael Johnson, Gilbert, all these guys really add to it, which makes it crazy that he missed weight because you got all these people who can help him cut the weight, teach him, yo, you're a little heavy, let's get you down a little lower. To be missing weight this early in the career before you get up, you've got to figure these things out now. So I think if you're ever going to miss weight, you might want to do it now before you get higher up the rankings because you've got to figure that part out.
And it's interesting, Dom, as we're seeing him walk to the octagon, he's holding a little bit of body fat.
Yes. More so than we saw UFC252 for sure.
Which oftentimes could be because of an injury.
All right, this tail of the tape is brought to you by Modelo Brew for those with a fighting spirit. You see the weight miss highlighted there for the 32-year-old Herbert Burns. Daniel Pineda was 28 the last time we saw him in the UFC. He is 35 now. Burns 2 inches taller. He'll have a 4.5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 26 wins, 13 losses, 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Daniel the
Trying to see.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a big martial artist holding professional record, 11 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 149 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Florida, by way of Detroit, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Herbert the Blaze Burns. When the action begins, our referee call, Mark Smith.
The veteran Mark Smith draws the assignment here. Brittany Palmer holding it down solo tonight. Thank you, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
And we are ready to go here with Herbert Burns and Daniel Pineda trying to maximize the showcase tonight. The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo Brew for those with a fighting spirit. Herbert Burns is in yellow. The returning Pineda's in black.
What weight class is this? Jesus, they're huge. Right.
Huge right there. That'll wake you up.
Damn. They're going after it already.
Pretty good connection there by Pineda as well.
Herbert really looking for the takedown. He gets
Man like Herbert doing his thing, yeah?
Pineda almost backed up. Herbert's on him.
What a name.
Oh, beautiful elbow by Pineda.
Herbert.
Got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and Dom told us Thursday he's not a pro. Pineda dealing with a
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Sorry that I couldn't do my preview video, but I guess I can just give you my preview right now. Let me just turn this down a second. This is blasting.
And just punching in a phone booth immediately. So it's been fun to watch.
So, main event, Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. And it's anyone's call, this last fight. Absolutely anyone's call. Now, if you were to say who is the person that's got maybe the better credentials, the better overall fighting fundamentals of the game, you'd have to go with Daniel Cormier because of his wrestling ability and so on and so forth. But in terms of what this trilogy has been, or the first two fights have been, we've seen Cormier utilize his wrestling, get him to the floor, but then not being able to keep Stipe down for a considerable amount of time in those positions. And we've even seen Stipe even take down Daniel Cormier as well. So, I just think, I don't know, I don't think Stipe is an amazing wrestler, but I just think he knows enough to get himself out of those sticky situations, and more so with Stipe, if he stays on his feet, if he moves, if he bounces in and out of range, if he doesn't stand still, like, and he's nimble, like the way that he knows he can be. He's even called himself out on it that he doesn't move or not. Sometimes he can get kind of caught in a trance. If he can move, bounce in and out of range, he can be lethal because ultimately Stipe Miocic does have a reach advantage. I mean, it's a huge reach advantage. I think it's quite significant. So if if Stipe wanted to, he could run for most of the fight if he wanted. Not run, but he could stick on the end of the jab, stick and move, and not be so tentative to get inside of these scenarios with DC inside of the clinch, because that reads bad news. That reads bad news for Stipe, obviously, with the first fight when he got caught inside the clinch. Cormier landed a very short right hook, but it was enough to get the job done. And that's ultimately the way that DC fights. He fights, trying to get on the inside the pocket, trying to slip a few jabs, landing left and right hooks when he has the opportunity to, and doing damage that way. And also he does utilize kicks from outside of range, especially on Stipe's leading leg, to kind of get in the head of Stipe, in the back of his mind that he could be potentially winning on points. So yeah, in terms of the matchup, man, it's a tough one, man. This is the rubber match. This is for the baddest man on the planet. At this current moment in time, they are the only two heavyweights of their sport that are at this pinnacle. Unfortunately, we don't have the likes of Tyson Fury and AJ and Dillian White. Well, Dillian White's going to be fighting soon, but for me, it feels like as if boxing is reaching, it's coming and amounting to some sort of a capitulation. I don't particularly feel so entertained by boxing as much as I did a couple of years ago, and I feel like the competition is getting harder. You've got bare knuckle fighting now. You've got the UFC, which is always striving, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like boxing, if they're not careful, they can be eventually left in the dust. And I know there is this really cool historical novelty with boxing. It's fundamentally one of the first fight forms that we've seen publicly, utilized to the public to watch as entertainment. But man, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but did you see the Joe Joyce fight? Did you see the guy that he fought, man? Like, come on, man. Stop treating your fans like chocolate biscuits and give us some actual fights. This is ultimately why I like the UFC, man. You got people, everyone inside of the top 10 are fighting contenders with each other. You know, they're not fighting tin cans. They're not, and every match ultimately is a hard matchup. You know, so those are my points there. Let's quickly move on to Shane O'Malley versus Marlon Vera, or Chito Vera, as they say. Um, I don't know why, man. Like, I feel like a potential banana skin. I feel it. I don't know why. I just, bait. Look, anyone could look good on highlights and so on and so forth, but this guy, he does look like he has the capability of staying in there with Shane O'Malley for maybe a considerable amount of time. So who knows, man? It doesn't look like a cherry picked fight, you know. And from what I've seen, has Shane O'Malley had some read that's going to come forward and try and get their opponent upside the fence and work in the clinch and elbows and knees and make it hard, utilize wrestling. And this guy, from what I've seen, he's got good submission, he's got good fundamentals of jiu-jitsu on the ground. And we as fans, we've not seen Shane O'Malley in those uncomfortable positions where he's had to defend on the ground. We've not seen that. All we've seen from Shane O'Malley has been the amazing knockouts he's produced over the last couple of years. You know, but this is the thing. Look, everyone's gangster until you get put in that top 10, those top 10 contenders, because ultimately all of them are killers. And we've kind of seen the same thing with Edmund Shabazian. Had a lot of hype coming out of the contender series. The same with Shane O'Malley, actually. Got some knockouts, had the hype train, and he goes and he fights Derek Brunson, and he just gets old man and tired down throughout the majority of the rounds, and almost gets knocked out in the third or fourth round, or whatever it was. Nearly, he was out. He was out on his feet. But for him, it's okay. Like it's all like these fighters that have a big following and they lose a fight. It's almost a blessing in disguise, really, because they've had that experience of fighting someone that is legit, can hold their own, and you know they can send your chin back to Narnia. So you know, so it's almost like a win-win. Really, there's no real losers in that aspect, you know. So yeah, let's see what Shane O'Malley does. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the entertainment of watching these fights, because 9 times out of 10 it never goes the way that you predict it's gonna go, you know. Which now leads me now to talk about Jairzinho, Junior Dos Santos versus Jairzinho Rosenstrike. I remember recording my reaction live to uh, UFC. Which one was it? Not UFC. Was it UFC? UFC 249. And Francis Ngannou, the Predator himself, bundled over Jairzinho within, I think, maybe 26 seconds, or wherever it was. It was quick and deadly and swift. And that was it. He was finished. He was toast. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. Oh, he was toast. Sorry, I'm just because Herbert's getting elbowed badly. But going back to Jairzinho, he got he got beat real quick, and it was almost like it was a flash knockout in a way, you know. And there's no shame losing to the beast Ngannou like that. And Dos Santos, couldn't really say what's happening with Dos Santos at the moment. I haven't seen his fights recently. I think he's just come back into the picture. and he looks fresh from the training. Yet again, anyone can look good in training, but you know, and it's funny because apparently Dos Santos and Rosenstruck, they're both trained to each. I think they're both from the same camp, so you know they've got a respect for each other, which is always nice to see um, in sports. So I gotta be honest. I think I don't know. I mean, where? I mean, the question is, where does Dos Santos go if he loses? You know, and the thing is like from what I understand, is Rosenstruck, he's still at the number 6 contender in the rankings for the heavyweight division. So if he wins, you know, he's still Gucci. But I don't know what the level or what the playing field's going to be for Dos Santos. I mean, especially if he loses, what is he going to do? Who's he going to fight after that point? You know. But hey, let's see.
Each other out. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt as well. I think sometimes maybe certain Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts are given more credit and acknowledgement, whether it's because of their grappling experience or credentials. But Pineda was not outclassed on the ground at all.
No, and the big shots that he landed
Well,
in the first round
Herbert Burns lost his fight.
was so significant.
All right, the official decision is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. You could save massive money on your mortgage with low rates from Guaranteed Rate app now at visiting rate.com. All right, to make this one official, Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith will call a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Daniel the Hit Pineda.
Gotta feel good for Daniel the Pit Pineda. Essentially been working since 2014 to try to get back to the UFC, Dom. And he wanted to come back to a hyped fight, to a fight that had legitimate magnitude, and this one certainly qualified. He delivered.
Oh, it definitely did. And if you look at his eye, I mean, who knows if that fight could have kept going if it had another round. So he did a great job closing it out. And really, what the difference to me was competition jiu-jitsu versus MMA jiu-jitsu, where you're using the ground and pound, that upper position to really do damage. Awesome job by Daniel. Take a look at some of these finishes. Look at that knee that lands in the right hand. Both those guys just traded right there. The knee cut Daniel's eye wide open, but look how that right hand landed as well. There's a nice elbow to create some scrambles in the end. And right here, the ground and pound was really what the difference was. The ground and pound and the takedown to that crucifix position. Look at this takedown right here by Herbert, and he lands perfectly after a right hand. But Daniel was able to reverse the position, kind of gas out Herbert is what it looked like to me, and then just finish with this crucifix position, which is a miserable spot. It's like getting stuck in a gauntlet. Both your arms are trapped, and you're just getting your face beat down.
All right, Daniel Pineda is making his way to the post-fight interview zone. He had a nice little greeting there from UFC President Dana White and the matchmakers Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard. Just an incredible story that Pineda finally worked his way back to the greatest proven ground in the sport and came up with a monumental win tonight, and he is now standing by with Joe Rogan. Joe.
Daniel Pineda, welcome back to the UFC. What's up? What a spectacular victory tonight. I mean, Herbert Burns coming into this fight was very hyped up. You were the underdog coming in here tonight, and you put on a show. How does it feel?
Y'all keep coming out. Betting against me. Listen so much. And all my people so much.
This was a big fight for you. I mean, having 6 years out of the octagon, tell us what this feels like now to got through that and to come out of it triumphantly.
Man, I feel good. You know, everybody was doubting. I cut 27 pounds in 2 weeks.
Jesus, his eye is mush up. That eye is finished, bro. That eye looks like a shish kebab, bro. What? Yo, you're gonna need some stitches, my G, man. That's right in the eye. Yeah, well, not really. I don't think he really cares to be honest about his eye, but Man, UFC's
Well,
brutal,
you
man.
showed that tonight, and particularly in the third round, once you secured that crucifix position, man, you had that locked in, and that was some really brutal ground and pound to finish the show.
Oh, thank you, brother. Man, he was good. He busted my eyes right off the bat. And I couldn't see off of that.
Yeah, the left eye. Yeah. Listen, Daniel, enjoy this victory. I know it was a long time to get back here. You got back here, and man, you made it worth it. 6 years out, but what a victory. Congratulations, sir. I can't wait to see you back in here again.
Thank you, brother. I'm getting older, but I'm getting better.
You were fantastic tonight. Daniel Pineda, ladies and gentlemen.
Nicely done, Joe. What a moment for Daniel Pineda. What's coming up? Brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4. Shape your legend in EA Sports UFC 4. Available now. Well, Junior Dos Santos is kind of laid back in the cup this week, free of the usual main event spotlight, but he appears to have put in all the right work.
Sponsored by Bet365.
By faith, cause everything is gonna be alright.
Up to 3 times faster on tough grease. Fairy Platinum Quick Wash for an effortless clean. Awarded which Best Buy.
Sorry, I'm late. How about that?
Oh, wait a second.
Well, the script said we should see a trendy version of De Niro, so here I am.
It's not De Niro like Robert De Niro. It's De Niro, the car. And it runs fully electric, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid.
That sounds like that. I'll be right back. The Kia Niro Factor. Available as the electric Niro, self-charging hybrid, and plug-in hybrid. Kia, the power to surprise. Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air so you smell them later. Right? That's why Febreze created new bathroom. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading gel, Febreze continuously eliminates odors both in the air and on soft surfaces, so they don't come back. Lasts for up to 45 days. Now that's one flushing fresh bathroom. Febreze. Breathe happy. Want to see what it doesn't put your head in spin? You're on. Or you've gone too table. Hurry, get it. You're on. Want to play live roulette and blackjack? You're on. And big jackpot slots like green pushes where you can win
Oh.
£1 just one spin. You're on. Plus a £40 welcome bonus when you deposit £10. You need that. You're on. You're not getting this back.
What happens when Lenore lovers try Lenore and scent boosters? What is it? It's the Lenore Dream Team. Just condition as usual, boost with the matching scent, and go. My
Just feel good.
the Lenore Dream Team. More of the scent you love.
Sponsored by Bet365.
This program contains flashing images and scenes of violence.
My last fight, I got caught first. The one that I used, I went to the locker room. I already had in my hair. I want to be in my next fight. It doesn't matter who my opponent will be. I have to win this fight. I feel like I still have many more years to go. I really want to become the champion again. I know I can. JTS still believes be the best.
You just have to put things together, not just on training, not just on fighting, but inside of my head as well. And things will happen. I have no doubts about it.
There's still plenty of fight left in this Brazilian dog.
I think what makes me very dangerous on this division is my ability to move. I can move as a lightweight and hit high like a heavyweight.
If Junior lands that big right hand, we've seen him knock out some of the greatest heavyweights of all time with one punch. I have knocked out fire, and I can knock anyone out.
I really believe that I'm the guy in this division. I have everything that it takes to be the champion and stay there for a long time. I'll be Jairzinho now, probably 1 or 2 more fights. I'll be fighting for the title.
I don't underestimate Junior. I think he's a good fighter, but I have to get this fight. Oh, a big right! And now he's raining down big shots, and that's it! I have so much history because of my last fight. If there's somebody who could take me, I'll be able to stop him.
He has a lot of knockout power, and he's always looking for that one punch, not too long. He's a tough guy, but I'm not going to lose this fight. I'll do everything what I can.
Suriname's Biggie Boy is certainly not overlooking tonight's opponent, former champion Junior Dos Santos, but he confidently told me yesterday, I am actually the test for him, as I'm the new up-and-coming guy, and this has really been a year of road to erosion striking. Hoping he's learned a lot, especially going 5 rounds with Alistair Overeem and securing that last-second finish. And he also said the biggest thing he has probably learned from his experiences so far is how to adjust to fighting inside the UFC octagon as opposed to a ring where he spent 85 of his career in boxing fights.
And 176 of them. Thank you, Megan. 6th UFC appearance here, Joe, for Jairzinho Rosenstrike.
Jairzinho Rosenstrike. He's back. Crazy if he had a fight and made he's back so quickly, man.
That's a very interesting tidbit, isn't it? The fact that JDS wanted to do that. That's wow. Interesting. Listen, you're dealing with 2 very skillful heavyweights, and what we saw in the last fight with Francis Ngannou is heavyweights can stop each other with one shot. We know that about Junior. He stopped Cain Velasquez with that big right hand. He's used that to stop Fabricio Verdum. I mean, Junior Dos Santos is a knockout striker. Jairzinho Rosenstrike is a knockout striker. But Jairzinho is
Second fastest finish in UFC history. Latest finish. He's got the second fastest knockout in UFC history. He's got the latest finish. And he's the first heavyweight from Suriname, South America. Jairzinho Rosenstrike. This guy was a kickboxing world champion, man, and the guy bundled him over in 26 seconds, man. That just goes to show how hard this division really is, man.
UFC252 pools all night on DraftKings for your shot at over $10,000 in prizes. Don't wait. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code UFC when you sign up. Rosenstrike slightly favored here at -125. Junior Dos Santos is the even money underdog as he arrives at his 22nd UFC appearance.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, Dos Santos number 5 ranked. Shit. It's a big fight there. This is potential shot at, 2, 3 more fights, title shot after this for either fighter if they go on a run.
Junior is reinventing where he wants to land and how he wants to land. We've seen him finish people with spinning back kicks. He's continually progressed. So I want to see how he matches up. What does he do with the 8 weapons that Rosenstrike uses? Is he just purely box, or does he use more kicks? I don't know.
Man's coming out to the Rocky music. You know your business when you come out to the Rocky music.
The official sports performance nutrition partner of UFC. Joe, you were there, of course, when JDS won the title back in 2011, and he's remained relevant ever since.
He has, and we got to realize just a year ago he stopped Derek Lewis, who's one of the toughest guys in this division by far. And JDS looks physically very good coming into this fight. One of the things that I've been following him on Instagram is his strength and conditioning routine. It seems like he's up that. It seems like he's really concentrated on his strength and really concentrated on being fit for this fight, and you can see those results.
All right, we'll see how it goes here between a couple of heavyweight hopefuls, Dos Santos and Rosen. Strike this tail. The tape is brought to you by Modelo. Proof for those with a fighting spirit. Dos Santos, number 5 in the world, is 36. The 6th ranked Rosen strike is 32. Both fighters listed at 6'4" tall. You see the discrepancy in weight. 1 inch reach advantage with Biggie Boy. All right, now to get this featured bout started, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds.
We are starting.
UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner. I think martial artist holding professional record. 10 wins, 1 loss. He's bad. 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 254 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Australia, presenting the number 6 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. Yersinio, Biggie Boy, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A big martial artist holding professional record. 21 wins, 7 losses. He's dad, 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 238 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Salvador Bahia, Brazil, presenting the number 5 ranked heavyweight contender in the world and the former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Chicago Dos Santos. And he has to begin. A referee in charge. Dan Cormier.
Dan Mogliata, 3rd man in the octagon for this one. Nice to see the great Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, shining in. Iconic trilogy is right.
We even got Dwayne Johnson watching tonight, man.
Dos Santos and Jairzinho
Man, all right.
This fight block is brought to you by Modelo.
I really do wish that these fights were, they were, you know, 5 rounds, 5 minutes, get the full money. Let's have a look.
Looking for that left hook right there, Tom.
That's his best weapon. He's so good at it. Backstep.
Dos Santos jumping out of range, really good. I don't really. Rosenstruck's got to move a bit more, not be so heavy on that lead leg. He's a bit stands a bit square. I notice fighters that adopt a Muay Thai stance, because they're constantly checking kicks all the time. Their stance is it looks outward, to the point of, if you get in there with a seasoned boxer that can time a right hand and they're standing square on, they're finished, they're knocked out. We see it time and time again with our man from Joshua. And this is what I'm saying. Look at Rosenstruck. He's coming in, fighting like he's, doing Muay Thai. And, Dos Santos kind of got this natural kind of boxer stance, which is making Dos Santos hard to hit at the moment.
Real sideways like a boxer. That's why Rosenstruck's firing.
Okay.
Good right hand over the top.
2 minutes have gone by here between Rosenstruck and Dos Santos. We figure to really help each other moving forward as teammates once they get through this matchup tonight.
All. This is what I'm saying. You can't come in with a boxer coming from with a Muay Thai stance. You come on so square on, just so perpendicularly straight that you just become a target to hit. You'll see what I mean. If just the Santos lands, you'll know about it.
Strike perhaps trying to draw out some offense here from Dos Santos, but you're right again, Joe. Continues to touch the inside of that lead leg.
Yeah, it's automatic. And that is fantastic kickboxing here.
Also a good game plan if you want to take away the right hand of your opponent, which is one of Junior's best weapons. You attack the lead leg. So all your weight has to go into that lead leg to fire the right. So he's just touching it, trying to make it a little testy for Junior to throw that right hand.
Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC.
Dominic, who's got those Toyo tires? Wish I looked like him. Dominic punching the girl. Jeez.
Oh shit! What? Fuck! Missed that. Let me pay attention to this. Do you see what I'm saying? You cannot, bruv, not against the boxer, bruv. You will get spun to another dimension, bruv. I'm telling you. If he's gonna do that stance, do something, do a kick, whatever you're gonna do, but don't. It's that stance against a boxer is horrible. No, you see what I mean. You see what I mean. Oh. That's it. Come on, man. Jump up and down, man. The nutsack will flow down naturally. Anyone that knows if they've been kicked to the nuts.
You don't get a full 5 minutes for every foul in mixed martial arts, but for the groin strike you do. Rested there, and JDS.
All right, let's have a look. I would just keep timing that overhand, man. Just keep timing that overhand and smash him up. Well, in top for DeSantos, I'm saying.
Let's break down the box. 2 steps in, 2 hits, 2 jabs. I want you alive in front of him. I want you to make your punches. It's great. It's great. Be smart when you lead. When you get the head down, be smart. The takedown is there. The takedown is there. 21. Let's do it. Now that the round's getting better. Now it's your time. Alive. I want to see everything we talked about.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. Round 2. Junior Dos Santos and Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Winner here could be able to expedite a title run, especially given the fact that Daniel Cormier is likely to walk away, win or lose after tonight. Definite strategy acknowledging to the approach from Rosenstrike tonight. You heard in that feature, he said as soon as he lost that fight to Ngannou, it was immediately back to the locker room to think about how he might be able to better approach things moving forward.
Beautiful check there by Rosenstrike with a nice low kick as well. And he's also embarked on a pretty extensive strength and conditioning routine, and you can follow him on Instagram and watch it. The man trained very hard after that fight, and you know it was only a few months ago. Right? We're just talking about May. Here we are in August.
Bold character since 1872. I remember when Rosenstrike signed with the UFC, he said he immediately added an extra training session per day after signing that contract from 2 days to 3 days.
See what I'm saying? That overhand for Dos Santos always there.
Beautiful jab there as well.
And Junior would throw a lot more jabs, but it's Rosenstrike's leg kicks that have kind of taken that away. So that's Junior's rangefinder for his right hand, and he's not getting to use it as much.
Yeah, you're right. Sideways he stands. It's so boxing like. Very unusual for the UFC.
And hides his wheel kick that you were talking about too. That's another reason he stands that way. But I'm surprised, you haven't seen a lot of low kicks on him standing that way.
Dos Santos has been a staple in this division, dating to his big win over Fabricio Verdum in the debut. That was back in 2008 in UFC 90. The kicking game, of course, has evolved tremendously since then. We've crossed the midpoint of round 2.
There we go. This is what happens when you stand square on that Muay Thai stance. You can get fucking obliterated, man.
Rosenstrike's corner wants him to get busy, but he's waiting for that counter left hook. And, facing knockouts and facing, a good season.
Dos Santos has turned this into a boxing fight. And,
Run into a right hand at any moment.
Well, come on then. All right, there you go from Jairzinho. That's good.
This is a very intriguing high-stakes chess match on the field.
Oh! Oh my God, Jairzinho. Oh, it's going to call it off. Jesus Christ. He's got power, man.
It's literally just one shot. That's why you saw them staring at each other so much. They know one shot connects, it's over. That's why you're seeing the hesitancy in the heavyweight division.
All right, this fight replay is brought to you by Nemiroff.
Holy mother of the green earth. That wasn't even oh my day. That wasn't even a clean right hook. He didn't even hear him properly. And he went down. Oh man. He was old man in him. He was cutting off the ring, off the range. He knew Jairzinho probably knew it took one shot for him. He's got power, man.
Gotta love it. And Dan Lambert, the owner of American Top Team, is happy to have both of those heavyweights under that roof in Coconut Creek, Florida. But it's 3 consecutive setbacks now for Junior Dos Santos. And Jairzinho Rosenstrike is 11-1 and 5-1 now in the UFC. All right, the official decision is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. You can take massive money on your mortgage with the incredibly low range for Guaranteed Rate app now by visiting rate.com.
Unbelievable.
To make it official, here now, Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murphy is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Jairzinho Rosenstrike.
So, Dom, Jairzinho Rosen strike on a night that belongs to the heavyweight, certainly making his presence felt.
Yeah, I mean, awesome adjustment. He's landing the right hand, so he faked the right hand like he was coming in heavy, and then landed a 5, which is like an uppercut, an adjustment, like a check hook uppercut, and that finished it off. That really hurt him, and then finished Junior off with a bunch of right hands just up on the fence. Awesome fight.
First native of Suriname to get to the UFC. He's got his Rosenstrike Give Back Foundation that continues to do good things there locally. And the father of 3, Jairzinho Rosenstrike, with a big effort to knock down. We'll take another look.
You see the body shot from Junior. Nice kicks were thrown early on in this fight. You see Rosenstrike catch that one, but the right hand just lands. And then right here is a jab, 2. This is the right hand. Right hand from Junior there. And right here, fake the 2, came with the 5, which is like a check hook uppercut he basically threw, and then finished it off with this right here. Barrage of punches while Junior was trying to get his wits about him. Finished him off. All it takes is one shot.
Jairzinho, man, that power is scary, man.
I like that tweet from Chip Rome saying
That power is scary.
now we'll take a look at the post-fight stats.
It's probably most likely he will come back, and he will probably with that type of power he could be fighting Ngannou again. Jeez, man.
I'm here with the winner, Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Congratulations on an amazing knockout victory. How does it feel to be just back in the octagon after just losing in May, winning now by spectacular fashion? How good does this feel?
Thank you, sir. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Thank you. Nah, it feels great. I wanted to fight as soon as possible, as soon as I lost. I went back to the gym right away. Me and my team, we discussed things, and we just get back at it. And this is the result we were looking for. I needed it to get back. I need to set it straight.
Well, I follow you on Instagram, so I can see your training sessions, and I know that you're a man on a mission. Now that you have this victory under your belt, you're back on track. Give us your thoughts on who you would like to see next inside the octagon.
Who would you fight?
I heard a lot of guys calling my name, and people, the fans are mentioning us, This time I'm going to let the fans do the thing, and the UFC got the thing. No matter what I just going to accept, and from now on, I'm back in the gym. You can find me there wherever you want, 2 times a day.
Well, congratulations, sir. Amazing knockout victory. Congratulations on getting back on track. You're clearly at the top of the heap in the heavyweight division in a very small amount of top contenders. So we likely will be seeing you one day fight for the title. Give us your thoughts on that.
That's the mission. The mission is to grab the title. I hope Francis gets a chance after the fight of tonight. I'm happy that the fight's happening tonight. I'm going to run it back to 152. Soon as Francis is going to bring the title, I'm going to be here, beating guys, and get my chance. If Francis gets the title, I want a rematch. If not, we'll see how it goes. If I grab the belt good, I give him a chance. For now, I'm at victory. I have something to celebrate with my family and my team. So we're going to do that.
All right, sir. Congratulations. Celebrate. Enjoy your victory. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. I'd like to say something to my country real quick. Salamat. Gratanita.
Jairzinho Rosenstrike, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, that post-fight interview was brought to you by EA.
Man, like Rosenstrike, bro. My man done his thing, My man came out here, bro. He knew it took him a couple of shots, and that was it, man. That was all she wrote. That's what the heavyweight division is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. One shot and you're good night. That's it. Counting stars. Counting sheep. Wow, bro. That's mad. One shot and that's it, man. One of the many reasons why people love watching heavyweights. I mean, look at the fight between Ruiz Ortiz and Deontay Wilder and Ruiz Ortiz. I mean, I remember that fight. Ortiz was up on the scorecard, winning every round. He was winning every round in my eyes, and before you know it, Wilder just landed one right hand, and that was it. Man, that was insane.
Call 0845 600 8899 now. See for yourself. The world's great online betting company. Please gamble responsibly. Sponsored by Bet365.
This program contains flashing images and scenes of violence.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Here's now, as we're happy to let you know, a women's bantamweight main event between Holly Holm and Renee Aldana, originally slated for earlier this month, now has been rebooked. It'll headline UFC Fight Night at a location to be determined on October 3rd. And Joe, from Mexico's Aldana, she's won 5 of 6 to earn her crack at the former champ.
This is a gigantic fight for her. The opportunity to fight one of the all-time living greats in Holly Holm.
Oh man, I love Holly Holm, man.
For Aldana. And Aldana is
I love Holly Holm.
promising
She's so great, man.
contenders. So a big fight.
All right, just about ready to go with the co-main event. To that end, these fight odds are brought to you by DraftKings, playing free UFC 252 pools.
Shane O'Malley now, guys. To 2 to 3 people. Hey, Xavier, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Welcome. Been waiting for it to get a bit lively. Why am I sad? I'm not sad. I'm Gucci, man. I'm loving it. We've got the rubber match. We got DC versus Stipe. Man, things couldn't be any better, man. Channel's growing. Everything's Gucci, man. How are you? I haven't seen you on the live stream for a bit. So who you got in this fight? This bantamweight fight, Shane O'Malley or Chito Vera? Who's winning this one? I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think it's going to be. I think it's going to be, I don't know, man. This Chito Vera, he looks trying to get on the inside, cause some damage. Are you online on school at the moment? DC gonna win. There's a lot of pressure on him, man. There's a lot of pressure. Oh, that's what. So you've been doing that in your spare time. That's good, man. Yeah, man. A lot has happened during the events of the world changing for us. So it is what it is, man. Not that we've wanted it to be what it is, but we've all had to adapt to the world's ongoing circumstances. You know, man, things were good, man. You know, a couple of things were happening in the filmmaking realm. You know, a feature film that I was on part of a crew. We were every day that was progressing. I was a sound operator on that. It's still gonna happen, but everything's been obviously prolonged and delayed. You know, everything was doing well. And there was another project I was a part of, and that was going well. Thank God we finished shooting that actually, because then just after it got announced that no one could communicate, no one could do anything, you know, in public spaces and what have you. And then just before the pandemic. I actually acted in a short a short horror film. So hey, what's happening? MMA KO, what's happening, man? Cheers for popping in. That means a lot, man. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to this DC Miocic fight, and I honestly don't know how to call it. I really do not know what is going to happen, man. Um, it's so 50-50, you know. They really are just as good as they are. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I need to, man. I've been slacking though. I'm not gonna lie. I've been slacking in terms of with the other companies. I need to pull my head out my ass and get back to being on the ball, man. It's just, when you're in constant quarantine, you're constantly overthinking things, and you're constantly thinking about this, and you're constantly thinking about that. You don't really. It's hard to have tunnel vision, and I thrive under having tunnel vision. You know, having set objects and goals, but everyone's different. Everyone's, seemingly that everyone's during the pandemic has found new hobbies, found new things to do. Um, but for me, it kind of feels like I've been stuck in a rut a little bit. Obviously doing this YouTube thing is a great outlet for me because it allows me to obviously communicate with you guys and engage with you guys. And that's what makes it ultimately enjoyable, you know. But it's finding finding the right balance, I think, between the fun, the enjoyment of this, and the enjoyment of the projects of filmmaking and so on. Shane O'Malley, the Sugar Show, is he gonna get a first, second round knockout like he says? Shane O'Malley's coming. Any good movie recommendations? That's a good one. I thought that Project Power, it had shades of brilliance in it, but it wasn't that great. Um, if I had to give you one recommendation, if I had to give you two from what I've seen this year, I would say I really did enjoy The Five Bloods, which is a Netflix film streaming on their platform. And I'd also say The King of Staten Island. Really great film. It's got a lot of levity to it. It's funny. It's hilarious. Just brilliant comedy throughout the entire movie. Bill Burr, Pete Davidson, they're absolutely phenomenal in that movie, and I actually need to watch the film again because it's that good. So I would say The King of Staten Island, and The Five Bloods. Those would be my recommendations. I'll also More Combat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. That's really good. Um, what else? Yeah, I'd say those three have been my favorites of the year so far.
Over that 2 years, he fixed his whole body up. He focused on his mind. He does a cold plunge every day. He's always taking care of his body. He attributes all these things to his success.
Sugar, the Sugar Show, the Sugar Show. All right, let's see. Let's see how this one pans out. And if you're still here, another, I would say, keep your eyes peeled for a Netflix film called The Devil All the Time, which will be coming out the 16th of September on Netflix's streaming platform. That that looks real good. That has serious potential to be a great movie, I think. Here we go. If you haven't yet, leave the like on the video. Please make sure you do. It helps me out a great deal. And let's see. Let's see if the Sugar Show can pull out another. Yeah. And obviously we've got Tenet coming out 26th of August. That's gonna be real good. And I really, man, that Tenet review will be good for my channel as well. So I need that to be. Do you know what, man? I'm not being funny, man. Like this Vera guy, he doesn't look like a pushover, man. Like, okay, if Sugar Show can, if Shane can put him away in the first 2 rounds, like he says, like, but this guy, man, looks like he wants to rough you up, old man. You get in the cage, make you lick the canvas. Let's see, man. Let's see, I want to be proved wrong. Let's see if he really is the real deal. Everyone's gangster until they start fighting the top 10, So
Getting us started. 3 rounds and 15 minutes of needed here in the UFC's
let's see.
bantamweight division. Tonight's fight block is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Chico Vera is in blue. Sean O'Malley.
There we go. One leg kick there.
Here we go.
Oh,
O'Malley will switch stances, and if you saw him move around, you would believe that he started out with a traditional martial arts.
house prison. I don't get what you mean, man.
He learned as we learned MMA.
Oh, what, the white walls behind me?
And then you have push kick up the middle. Those keep you at a distance and they keep you guessing when you're going to come to them.
Yeah.
That 2-year layoff, he really dedicated himself.
I think this is going to be one of the fights you kind of analyze as it goes.
Hasn't had the lead on that too much lately.
Yeah.
Starts with those push kicks. He attacks your knees. He attacks your leg, gets you chasing him. And then he attacks you with the left hand once you start.
Okay. Yeah, but this is the thing. This is where Vera wants to be. He wants to push up against the cage. Old man, tire you out.
That switch of Marlon is going to help a lot with that low kick right there. He's going to have to start switching more often.
I mean, Shane is seeing some success with those low kicks. It always gets me that Shane O'Malley is a bantamweight. He don't look like a bantamweight. He looks like he's. It's weird, isn't it? He looks like he's a lightweight. He looks like he's 2 weights above what he's fighting at the moment. Like, he really does fill out like bantam, that division in terms of his physicality. Okay.
So usually you see Vera walk right into them. That's a difference. That's a hesitancy that you see.
Those kicks,
Cheap kicks and the low kicks. I mean, everything adds up.
These guys are so long in their lower abs, Joe. We do measure leg reach right now. Both of these guys, from hip to foot, have a longer leg reach than Stipe Miocic.
Oh my God.
How's that possible? A lot of torso, I guess.
that's ridiculous.
Look at their legs.
I know, but still.
Nice high kick. Yes. Take the low, went high.
I don't think Shane wants to be here. Oh, okay. Catch the kick. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to stream more often. And you'll be seeing another stream for oh.
This is absolutely the most experienced guy.
He's fucked his leg. He's fucked his leg.
I really don't know. I think he blew his knee out. He rolled something when he moved back.
Oh, see what all that fucking fainting does? Oh shit. Oh shit.
And this happened to him in another fight as well. He hurt his knee in another fight. Sean.
Oh man.
It was Terry on their fight, right? Yeah, he broke his foot now, and that's what it was. And it looks like the similar thing is happening.
Oh shit.
That's the bad part about throwing those kicks. Your feet can break too.
Fuck. He's fucked his leg, man. Sugar fucked his leg. What has he done?
Strong low kick there by Vera.
He's lucky it's his back foot. Maybe he can maintain it.
He's not moving
Don't.
too bad considering something wrong with his right leg.
No, he's moving very limited. When you watch these fights, you can see he looked up at the clock right now. Too.
Fucking hell, man. He's gonna have to come up with a better game plan than this.
Still got to be careful because that right hand of his is powerful.
He's got a glass ankle, man.
The limp there. He's hiding it. He's trying to hide it.
The thing is, he does use that right leg for high kicks as well. That is a KO shot. But let's see.
Yeah, we'll hear, he's got down. We'll hear about it in the corner if he gets there.
Oh shit. This Vera, man, yeah, it's over. I told you, man. I had a feeling. I told my dad. Banana skin. Edmund Shabazian, that's a banana skin. Fucking hell. Man, I need to start putting some bets on these fights, man. I'll be making some money, man. I think I even did say, even with Justin Gaethje versus Ferguson, that's an ultimate banana skin. You can even look, you can go back on the live stream. I even said that's another banana skin. These are banana skin fights.
That was a tremendous shot by Cheeto Vera as well.
Look, man, look, man.
Big elbow by Vera.
Well, you can't take anything away from Chico. He created the injury in the fight.
We don't know what happened. We'll find out what happened. We'll see if we can see it. It looked like right there, it turned over.
Fuck, man.
Okay, this is when he was already injured, correct?
Correct.
Now here's the elbow. Okay, there's a left hand, but there's a big elbow as well, right? Yeah, right here. Here it is.
Oh,
That one puts him in real trouble.
was that a bit of a late?
Right there, boom, boom.
No. Yeah, I think he would have got pummeled, man.
Because would he have done that if it wasn't obvious?
Yeah, he would have got pummeled. He would have got that. He most definitely would have got pummeled.
So look at this weird step.
Oh shit.
Right. But was that because of something before that deadened the nerves? Could be. We're gonna have to ask him. Yeah, because look, that
Mamma mia. Oh, he fucked all his shot, man. Fuck. Jeez, man.
That injury in a past fight. So was that just reoccurring in camp and he brought it into the fight? Was he healthy? We don't know. He'll explain it, I'm sure you know.
Was it the same leg? So unfortunately, I can't get in there, and I'm going to interview Cheeto.
We might be able to corral O'Malley for you.
Yo, man. Look, all I'm saying is, yeah, never take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, yeah. I'll say this. Never bet against a Spanish fighter. Never put them as an underdog. Never. Not me. Don't do that. I was saying it the whole week, man. This Vera guy, if he gets inside, if he makes his life, he's never had that. I saw it coming. MMA KO. I even said at the beginning of the stream, if he loses, it's a learning curve for him because he's never had someone push the pace like Vera does. You know, so then when he comes back, he knows how to, better hold himself in there when somebody's piling on the pressure the way that Vera can. So I had a gut feeling it was going to happen. It happened.
Absolutely remarkable what this man has done since a 1-2 UFC start, Joe. I hate to call him an overachiever, but he has exceeded a lot of expectations.
Well, he is a dedicated professional mixed martial artist. That's what that man is. He's focused and he's very skillful. And, he survived some difficult moments in that first round with Sean O'Malley. The leg kicks, the reach, the reads that O'Malley was making on him, he had already started to make adjustments.
Well,
It's unfortunate that there's an injury also. It would have been nice for him to just win clean.
Right. Yeah, I just feel for Marlon Vera because I feel people are going to try to take away what he did, and I don't believe that's necessary. They got put in the training camp. He was prepared for this fight. Do you ever want to see a fighter get injured in the middle of the fight on their own? No.
Ain't this some bullshit, bro?
Opportunity for himself.
All right, those post-fight
Listen, man. Look, the reality is that these greats that we watch, none of them. Not listen, man. It's impossible. It's just the way that life is. None of these greats ever really get to ride off into the fucking sunset, sorry, and go untouched, unfazed. It doesn't happen like that, man. Look at Muhammad Ali. He lost fights, but and we still regard him as the greatest of all time. But it happens, man. This is a sport, you know. But I know I'm a casual myself, but a lot of casual fans are gonna go, "Oh man, Shadow Man, are you a bitch? You rolled your ankle, you're a pussy." Like, put any of these armchair fans in there, they won't last more than 10 seconds.
Here's a perfect example. I learned that from you when you're talking your partners in the future. Say about feed yourself and don't be a bitch and something you need to do. You make the big levels to make steps. So thank you for that.
My pleasure, sir. Now, Marlon, you came into this fight an underdog. A lot of people were kind of counting you out. How good does it feel to prove them wrong now?
Calm me down now. Say something now. For real. A lot of people have a comment. Everybody has an opinion, but guess what? That doesn't matter. I got the immigrant mentality. I'm a tough guy. I train hard and show up sometimes. I got great people in my corner, as you can see. And the sky's the limit, man. I got 3 kids I need to feed. I got a house to pay. So I'm a motivated man. I wake up every morning with a mission. Here we are. I'm willing to ride every single moment in the fight.
Well, that mission was successful tonight. At one point in the fight, something happened, and he was in.
Am I from West Wizzy? Xavier, you saying that I'm your favorite YouTuber? If that is the case, I'm truly flattered, man.
He landed one casket, and after that, I did the others, and I checked one.
Don't worry, man. I'm here. I'm present.
Make sure you're ready for kick.
So you believe maybe that injury came off of a check?
The guy kicks a lot, so maybe in the last part, wherever he gets hurt, My foot is hurt in every single fight because I throw a lot of kicks in the sparring. But when I made the German, he have a big right hand. He don't throw numbers. So I was thinking the first round, I said, see what he got. And to be honest, the guy just has a lot of height. Good for him, but you don't have the dog I have inside. I say that in the injury, and I will repeat it again. The dog I have inside is bigger than all of these guys.
Well, that dog bit tonight, sir. Congratulations. Enjoy your victory. And this makes it now 6 in a row in the bantamweight.
Am I from West Wizzy? No, I'm not. I'm from Narnia. No, I'm joking. Well, I don't know what in slang term. What do you mean, West Wizzy? Seems like you're speaking your own language here, Xavier.
Congratulations, my friend. Marlon Bear, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
from moving the couches in Ecuador to train on the living room rug to UFC bantamweight contention. Can't help but feel great for one of the all-time good guys, Marlon Chito Vera.
Big victory for him. I really can see where
And look, man, this is it.
I'm gonna have to watch
It's here. It's here.
And we are trying to corral Sean O'Malley at some point with Megan O'Leary, but what is coming up is brought to you by EA Sports UFC.
Nope, I'm not from West London. Nope, that ain't me.
Available now. All right, so here we
I'm from North London.
Miocic is a heck of a firefighter, perhaps even more elite as a mixed martial arts athlete tonight.
North London, Enfield. That's me. Alfred Hitchcock. What part did? Wait, aren't you from? Didn't you say you were from America, Xavier? Then wait, West London. Oh, do you support Chelsea then? or you could support Fulham.
Just an hour's conversation, a half an hour's conversation, and it could only be once, but it could just be that tiny thing that could just make you think, okay, I feel so much better about that. Guys, I've got it. Pool, water, bibs, first aid shit. You've got some skills as well, we'll be laughing. More like our first substitution. Let's say it. I got met 3 times. Yeah. I'm still silent. 3 times. I got bad for you.
Cali, that's what I thought. I got mixed up. I thought you were saying that you're from London now. how's your area dealt with the pandemic? No, I'm not. North London, Enfield. That's me. I'm not from no North Wheezy. There's no such thing as North Wheezy. What's the air? What's your town that you live on? Well, you live in. Sorry. I've been to America. I think how many times have I been to America? I've been to America twice. I went to Florida when I was young, and I went to where else did I go? And I went Vegas when I was 20. Man, Vegas, man, what a place! What a place, man. It's like I don't know what it is. It's like when you go inside because the hotels are so grand and they're so big. It's like every time you walk in like to the Bellagio or you go and you walk into I can't remember or you go walk into the area or you go walk into any of the hotels in Vegas. It's like it becomes like another town or it becomes like another city. It's like it builds on its own world building. It's crazy, you know.
September 26th, the main event, the undefeated middleweight champ Israel Adesanya trying to defend his belt against an undefeated powerhouse Paulo Costa. Find out.
I should move to Soledad, California. Ah, hey, you never know, man. I might do.
We are in Las Vegas, Nevada tonight for UFC 252. You see the high roller Ferris wheel there. I'm afraid of heights, but if you're not, you might want to hit that Ferris wheel the next time you make it back here to the fight capital of the world. With that, now live from the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas, Nevada, it is time for the main event for UFC 252. Miocic versus Cormier 3, presented by Modelo.
It's hot. I like heat. I mean, it's been really hot here in England, well, London. Um, yeah, man, to the point where I'm like melting. We don't have inbuilt AC like the Americans. You know, we got to deal with our fans and yeah, man, it's been a nightmare. The last 2 weeks, man, it's been scorching, man. But we're melting out here, man. English people are not really used to the heat too much.
Stipe Miocic, it is 1-1, and we will get finality, we will get closure here in a rivalry in a series, of course, that to this point has had it all, and in 25 minutes or fewer, Stipe and DC will settle.
Here we go. It's coming. It's coming, guys.
The heavyweight title, but perhaps answer the question as to who is the best heavyweight in UFC history.
My expectation when I got into this sport was to be the best. I dreamed of fighting in the UFC. I dreamed of headlining the UFC pay-per-view. I dreamed of getting the belt wrapped around my waist. I fought the absolute best the UFC has to offer. And I won, and I won, and I won.
And that is it. Daniel Cormier defends his title tonight.
I've long worked and long fought legacy. And I felt like that night in July, my legacy was cemented.
Never before has a UFC light heavyweight champion moved up to challenge the active heavyweight champion. Stipe Miocic trying to successfully defend this belt for a fourth time.
No one's ever done that before. He is cemented his position as the greatest heavyweight ever. He beat Fabricio Verdun by knockout. He beat Julio Dos Santos by knockout. And in career accomplishments, I gained the ultimate one and the ultimate time.
Oh, he heard him.
Is there hot English women? Look, man, wherever you go in the world, there'll be hot women. So yeah, I could say yeah, there's hot women here.
Stipe Miocic set a new standard for this division, and Daniel put all of that to bed.
I know there's hot women in California.
Those are great for entertaining the impression, but you got one. The new ones, everything lined up perfect for that one. I've been dipping it way, way higher. Just come right run. I think 71 water. I know I'm going to fight it, and I know they want to fight, and I'm not going to prove it.
The former UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic, making the walk here tonight.
This guy's get knocked down. This guy get back up.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this one, man. Looking forward to this one. The question is DC going to crumble underneath all this pressure because, you know, you're mine too, man. You're mine too. Because I think, look, ultimately with the heavyweight division, I feel like something. I don't know why John Jones is playing these politics. The way that I feel, if DC wins this fight, I'll say this: if DC wins this fight, then we will not see John Jones move up to heavyweight, and then I also do believe but if Stipe wins, obviously, then I feel like then John Jones will move up to heavyweight to challenge the challenger. And it's almost the thing of to do what DC could never do and really rub it into DC's face. I got a feeling that Jones is that conniving prick that would really want to do that, in my opinion. So DC wins, expect a potential lead up and a potential fight between Jones and Adesanya. And I want nothing more than Adesanya to fucking beat the shit out of John Jones. DC coming out, running out. Went to the octagon.
wrestlers that's ever competed in MMA. He's one of the greatest fighters that's ever been competed in MMA.
Oof.
One of the rare men to win titles in 2 different weight classes. And he has an opportunity tonight to exact revenge. And if he gets that revenge, he will without a doubt be one of the all-time greatest combat sports athletes.
DC's got to win by knockout, isn't it? Xavier, who you going with? Who you going with? I'm undecided between these two, man. It's sad that this type of matchup, man, is happening with no fans there, man. If this was happening now, man, with a crowd, they'd be going wild. People cheering from pillar to post. It'd be absolute scenes. It's just sad. It's just so sad that this it has to go down like this.
That is one point that he told me he had significant back problems to the point where he couldn't really wrestle for the first camp, for the last camp, rather.
And that is a big storyline that Dominic mentioned. His former Olympic wrestling teammate in 04 and 08, McCoy, running all of his wrestling workouts. DC passing the baton, allowing his coaches to coach. And it is all in front of DC now. He's 15 and 1 at the mixed martial arts heavyweight. And he wants this one in the worst.
I wonder what. I don't really have any idea what, you know, the cities within California whatsoever, but who knows? I mean, I gotta be honest though, I do enjoy my life here in London ultimately. You know, but hey, who knows? I could change my mind. Stipe coming out to that gully rap music, yeah. My man's not moving. My G's not moving like a dad anymore, is he? Trying to rip motherfuckers' heads off and send them back to Timbuktu. That's his mission here today. Woo! It's Christmas. For the next 25 minutes, it's Christmas. Oh man. Let me know your predictions in the comment section on the live feed. Let me know who you got. I'm undecided. This is just a fight I just got to see to play out. The only fight that I felt like I kind of called was the Shane O'Malley Chito Vera fight. I was kind of siding with Chito Vera that it was going to be a potential banana skin, and it was. So knockout. I mean, I gotta be honest, man. During this build-up, I don't really know if Stipe's looked as confident. Let's see how this one plays out. Cormier, he looks, for me looking at them at face value, Cormier looks concentrated. I mean, when Shane O'Malley came out and done his ring, man, he was kind of, I don't know, it looked weird. Like he was walking, his head was down, didn't look like he wanted to be there. You know, you could see these telltale signs before these fighters fight.
and gentlemen, this is
The main event. The evening. This is it. It's Christmas for the next couple of minutes, guys.
This championship bout is sponsored by D3, the official protein snack of the UFC. And DAB, in partnership with DAB, Disabled American Veterans, thank you for supporting America's veterans. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching
Here we go.
around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. It's
Time. Very juicy, very succulent, very rumptious. The rubber match for the title of the baddest man on the planet. I was gonna say Mother Effer, but we all know who that is. That's Jorge Masvidal. Oh, give it to me. Inject it into my veins. I hope that I'm not going to say anything about the judges. I don't want to con myself. Yay. I mean, damn. I mean, Stipe. I mean, how much weight has he lost? I mean, he might lose a bit of power, man. You know, you're not fighting a beanstalk here, Stipe. You know what I mean? You're fighting Popeye's DC here. You know what I mean?
Hey, gentlemen, you know exactly what I would say. We will get my card and then you can play screen. And I'll say start, do it, start. If you want to touch measure time, God bless.
A lot of mutual competitive respect there.
All right.
Act 3 is upon us. Stipe Miocic,
I mean, Stipe don't look confident, man.
despite having a cardio advantage,
He don't look like he's in it. Let's see, man. I don't know.
Cormier is trying to go out on top of the score. Two-time UFC heavyweight champion. Tonight's fight
All right, cool.
by Modelo, brewed for those who they
5 rounds, 5-minute rounds. None of this bullshit. Three round, 5 3-minute shit. Full 25 minutes. If we get to that point.
They has prioritized a quicker start here tonight, but also with the feet just moving better early has been something that they have talked a lot about.
Well, DC showed great hand speed in the second fight and the first fight as well, but in the second fight, really got off some good strikes early.
Inside kick from Stipe. He's moving. Good jab from Stipe.
Stipe to open things up. This fight happening in the smaller octagon, 25 feet. First two meetings in that 30-foot.
That could be a big factor, particularly considering DC's wrestling.
DC applying the pressure. Another kick from Stipe. Oh, you letting that right hand go. Oh, he's digging back to the body, Stipe. Another jab. And a takedown from DC.
Oh, nice knee from Cormier.
A knee from Cormier.
The last place Stipe wants to be, other than on his back with DC on top.
This wears you out too. DC making a carry his weight. You can't really breathe well. You're just uncomfortable for
DC's utilizing his wrestling, yeah. Stipe got out of that. He slipped out.
Have gone by here in this UFC heavyweight championship. Cormier did a very good job at the prior meeting of keeping Stipe down and controlling him on top once he got him there.
Because it's a smaller cage, ultimately you can cut off the distance quicker. Jab, another good. Stipe is really sticking that jab, and we all know those jabs add up. Right hand to the body. Jab from DC. Right low kick from DC. I mean, this is a hard round to judge this round.
Drops it down to his waist sometimes and pops up with it.
Good. Oh, big right hand. They both traded there, punch for punch. Big right hands from both of them. Here we go again. The poke, the eye pokes.
The narrative in previous fight.
It's also a significant issue because one of the reasons why this fight took so long to materialize is Stipe dealing with eye issues. Ouch. That was right in there. I mean,
You can tell by the look on DC's face, he did not want that because that's when you start losing points too.
Right.
That's a big deal. You only get one of those.
But the referee has to consider what type of damage is there and could have on the rest of the fight.
DC knows you got to keep those fingers in. He knew that before this fight started, so for him to do that, he's frustrated himself. I guarantee it.
I firmly believe Stipe would fight if he was strong. I really do. I'm a little sickly now. We're waiting.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
Stern warning from Mark Goddard. Stipe Miocic actually told ESPN's Breno Komodo, our colleague, that he was going to mention that to Mark Goddard in the back. But, Mark Goddard, student of the game, one of the best referees out there, he was aware of that angle. Under 90 seconds here to go as round one gets back underway. Now a groin strike or so it appears.
Ah.
Octagon seems so small with these two guys in it.
It is. They take up all the space.
Yeah, it really seems it with that. Yeah. It seems fine up and all. Big right hand by
Right hand from Stipe to the body.
Now DC's protecting his body, and the headshots are landing. Boxing 101. Go to the body, the head help him go.
A much better start for the champion Stipe here tonight.
Good right hand there by
Big right hand from DC. I think DC's picked this round.
When you defend and he hits you on the way in there, that's the same position that he caught him in the first fight. Right there. Gives the underhook.
He slapped him. Stipe slapped him.
Cormier was going to have the power advantage early.
Mm.
Stipe has been the more efficient and busier striker through 4.5 minutes.
You see, DC wants to reach for the hand for Stipe, but he's trying to fight his own habit because that's where Stipe was able to hit his body. When you reach to grab the hands of your opponent, your body's open.
Oh, big right hand from DC. Shit.
Those right hands are continually landing for DC.
Good kick from D. Oh, left high kick. Yeah, I'd give that to DC, man. That round's DC's. That is the most action we've got from the both of them out of the 3 fights.
There you go. Big one in and big one out. Yeah, big one in, hold it. Spread it out. You're doing good.
Let's take a look at this. Now, this left hook right to the solar plexus. He was hitting it to the liver in a big way in the first fight. There's a nice right hand by DC, and then another. And look at that, another as Stipe pulls away. And that one really stunned him, caught him right behind the ear.
Very nice.
Giving that round to DC. Let's see.
Heating up.
And is heating up, and that right hand late certainly appeared to be the most significant power strike on either side over those first 5 minutes. Round 2 of a possible 5.
Teep kick from Stipe. No, well, they're even on kicks now because DC threw a kick, and Stipe replies with his own kick. Oh, below the belt. Uppercut. Oh,
Cormier retreats, now trying to close the distance. He's not afraid to wrestle either.
At least threaten the wrestling to get DC to defend.
jab to the body from DC.
The other thing I like about that jab to the body that DC throws is it hides his high touch shot. It makes it look like he's going for a single leg, but he's not.
Oh, DC putting some work in there, boy. Some 2-3 punch combination. Oh, for a small man, he moves quick, man. DC's got speed when he really wants to utilize it. Good job. Oh shit! If that one. Inside leg kick from DC. Oh, 3 punch combinations. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know DC had combinations like this. To the body from Stipe. Jab from DC. I mean, that's impressive, man. That DC can land a jab on a guy that's got a significant reach on him. That's impressive, man. But like, you know, not like an airy fairy jab, like a stiff jab. Left to the head. I really don't know how these judges are scoring this. Another jab. Another jab. Fucking hell. How is he jabbing him like this? Good move from DC. Oh. Right hand just missed Stipe's head. Jab, man, DC, man, I really didn't know DC had boxing like this. Oh shit! I mean, we know he's had, but his movement is a lot better in this fight. Overhand. It just looks like Stipe can't find his range, man.
Well, this would appear to be as light as Stipe can enter a fight. But he is on the wrong end of the speed equation.
Hey, he's proper like jabbing his nut in, man.
When DC, if DC lands that jab, that's his inclination to throw the cat kick. That's his read. Look out.
DC went to the body. Oh, he's cut the ring off. Oh, he survived the round. Oh fuck. Fuck, man. Stipe caught him, man. You can see Stipe's finding his range, and like that then like Stipe just started trying to fight him and got him. How did that happen?
Right here, you see in the right hand, the right hook.
Yeah.
That's twice. He drops DC, and from there, he just starts, he gets the mount, he starts landing right there. He fakes the left hook to the body, and DC peels out, and that's what allows these right hooks here. And he lands. Nice round from Stipe, finish like that.
All right, round three is P3, the official pro team.
I think we're 1-1 at the moment.
So a huge sequence for Stipe.
We're 1-1. Let's see who takes this round now. Stipe's he's got to a point where he's found his range now. Look. Good jab from DC. And you got to stay focused at all times in this heavyweight division, man. There's just one punch and it's all over. One kick, one punch, one knee, one elbow in a heavyweight division, and you're sleeping. Right hand. The problem is well, fundamental. Oh, he's getting peppered. Stipe is really putting the pressure on now, man. Stipe really now finding his second wind. I don't get this with DC. Like, there's parts where like he looks really focused, and there's parts where he just switches off. Oh. The thing is, look, with DC, when he sees shots coming in, he shouldn't move away backwards, and he needs to tuck his chin in deep. And then that can allow him to weave and hit, and but at the moment he doesn't really adopt that natural boxing blocking defense, and he's getting peppered. Fundamentally, just something you see in UFC because They just got to have the mindset to be ready for anything, kicks, takedowns. That's why they don't really think about too much about their guard. They just kind of just see if a punch is coming, they just think in a moment, I'll just defend it or take it as it comes.
DC said, I always take the third round off. He said that in every fight. Right now, he's not taking a lot of damage and he's getting a breather up against the fence, which is how he fights. So if you're going to give DC a break here, this is the way that DC wants it. He's not taking damage, he's not taking body shots, he's not taking punches to the head. You never want to give a round, obviously, but in 5 rounds, sometimes you got to fight smart.
What do you guys think of Stipe's decision to engage in the clinch?
Good right hook from Stipe.
Less than a minute here to go, round 3.
Now DC's going to start picking it up. Wants to finish the round strong and then really pull out point 5, I believe. But we'll see. Because that's what DC got ahead last time.
It's probably going to end up being 2-1 at the moment. 2-1 to Stipe if DC scores a takedown now and puts some work on him, then big right hand by Stipe.
A little harder.
Cormier complained about an eye poke there.
We'll try to find what that was. We'll see it here. And he claims it was an eye poke. Let's look at it here. There's a beautiful jab. Spinning elbow to the body. That's a good one. Now let's see the eye poke. Let's see what this is. Yep, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. With ripples in the eye. Oh, my goodness. That's a heavy one. No doubt about that.
Steve paid that. You almost like he done that on purpose, man.
UFC 252 Miocic versus Cormier 3 is presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And you see that left eye Cormier is compromised. He just said I can't see. That's Stipe. Look at his eye. That's Stipe's right hand, by the way. That's the one he's been.
Yo, his eyes toast.
Look at him. I've looked that man in the eye so many times. I've never seen his eye look anything like that. It's like off kilter.
I mean, that's no doubt about it.
The ref will look back at that and have to look at his work and say, man, I missed that one. It's hard. You gotta see
They got to do something about the fingers, man, in mixed martial arts, man, because it's, you know, I know it's always been a part of the novelty with UFC, but man, like the fucking scars and the fuck up their eyes and. DC putting in some work. Big right from DC, all right.
See, every time DC gives that underhook, he gives that shoulder, they walk him to the fence. Good game plan by Stipe there to deal with that. That pummel of Cormier that he's so good at. This is how you deal with him. Put him up against the fence. Smart plan.
Big right hand from Stipe. I think Miocic is going to eventually get DC, man. It's going to get him. It's going to get him, man. This fuck is hard as nails, man. Big right hand. They're trading now.
That is what we expected coming into this fight, that he would be utilizing the wrestling more than the second fight, but it really hasn't paid other than the first round.
Right, that was the long takedown attempt, and he landed it. You heard Bob Cook between rounds, all for some wrestling. Nothing yet.
Right hand from Miocic.
DC goes to the bottom of the left hook.
I'm just really surprised to not see that high cross attempts out of DC. He set up a lot of big shots early on, taking the wrestling and going to the striking. And they're using that as a fight forward.
A big time for it. Under 2 minutes to go in the round that DC likely needs.
Another jab. This is a horrible fight to judge.
That right hand that DC sneaked to, it's landed several times. Stipe just eats it.
And we're looking close on 90 seconds, round 4.
Paris Hilton. Good entertainment, yeah?
Nice trip attempt by DC to create some space.
Hook lands cleanly for Miocic. What a series, what a matchup. Numbers in this fourth round, slight advantage now for Daniel Cormier. Go ahead, Doc.
He's trying to grab that wrist behind the back of DC, but DC didn't allow it.
A lot of clinch control time. Stipe looking for 3 minutes.
Oh. 2 right hands.
My scorecard will not be needed, but this fight
Jab from DC.
this week, that final round. 20 minutes in the cage. Wow. All right. Go back to work now. Good. So that's very close. I'm not sure on that one, but it's very close, but it was a good round. Okay? It was a good round. I like what you did that round.
I don't know what it is like. Like DC's head, all in like in every fight I've watched him, his mind goes somewhere else. When the going gets tough, he really does capitulate. You know. So now ultimately his corners told him that you're losing the fight. Yeah, now you need a knockout. Yeah, Miocic is storming it. Miocic is handing DC's ass to him. He's found his range. He's even out wrestled DC. I mean, this is what Miocic is like, man. People were saying 2-2.
also, like you said, the durability, Joe. I mean, he's eating some huge shots from DC, and it looks like DC is a little different from Stipe.
Yes.
He's looking to turn up in this fight.
This conceivably could be the final mixed martial arts round of Cormier's career. You see those live numbers. Stipe is a 3-1 favorite right now. Potentially some valuable clinch control time here for Miocic. Stipe's really had his moments in every round.
You know, both these guys can make amazing adjustments, and that's why it's going to the 5th round, because they've both seen each other.
I think as it is, I think Miocic is stump really taking it.
Because they're using all the same weapons they used in the first 2 matchups. They've just nullified each of them.
They're trying to look forward to DC to get to work.
Oh, oh,
Marcus Marinelli calling for Stipe to take Cormier down. See if he obliges.
so it's been a great trilogy. Big right hand from DC. Oh my god.
Without much issue tonight.
It's a different world than the first fight. That first punch from the first fight, the big punch, was just perfect. Yeah. I mean, so you go once in a career punch.
Well, you see this same exact position how many times in this fight?
Yeah.
Over and over. Lands, and it knows it's coming to us.
Right. The one from the first fight.
No idea. So you have no idea. And now he's made the adjustments. That's what's so cool about these matchups 3 times in a row. That's what's so hard about rematches.
Under 90 seconds now to decide the trilogy.
Last 90. Big right hand.
Right for Miocic.
Big right hand.
Nice defense by DC.
Yeah, he stuffed all 6 of Miocic's attempts
They're
tonight.
blowing hard, man. Last minute left.
And you hear DC's core screaming.
Big right hand from DC.
Yep. That's his punch for sure. Stipe's getting a little tired, so it might land there.
Oh,
Almost
Miocic is tired.
landed for Cormier there.
What a war. What a crazy fight.
Tight. I want you tight on there. Watch his hand. Don't let his hands touch. Don't let his hands touch.
Perhaps Cormier looking for a late choke. Stipe out with ease. See the advantage in terms of the significant strikes for Stipe doubling up here on DC in round 5. The King LeBron James enjoying the action. We appreciate his viewership, of course, tonight.
LeBron James watching.
Seriously, I have no idea who the judge is going to pick in this.
Oh, come on. Stipe's won this fight, man. In my eyes, anyway. So
Miocic has the advantage on the numbers. He has landed north of 60% of his significant strike attempts. And that is it. Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier go the full 25
well done,
minute
boys.
distance in this 3rd and final meeting
All done,
for
boys.
the UFC heavyweight title. Wow. Lot to unpack, lot to digest.
Miocic is a fucking nightmare, man.
To make it 2 straight.
Can strike,
in this
can wrestle.
incredible All right, this fight replay is brought to you by Neverov, bold character since 1872.
My screen's black. Wait.
Here we see the first round, left hook to the body by Stipe. Big right hand over the top by DC. DC lands this one
Refresh the page.
on the temple. We go into the second round. Another left hand to the body by the champion. Popping that jab to the midsection. And now this is the big moment. This is the big moment against the cage. He clipped him with this right hand, and then again, had him really hurt, mounted him. Could be a 10-8 round. Here to the body. Beautiful Superman punch with the jab. Spinning elbow to the body, which you never see. Right hand over the top. Into the fourth. Good combination again by the champion. Right hand over the top. Big right hand by DC. A lot of respect here shown by both of these men.
All right, awesome.
Good combination there by DC.
I don't know, man.
By Stipe
Then
Miocic.
it was interesting because in this fight they ended up. I'm not pissed.
All right, one thing left to do. The official decision is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. You could save massive money on your mortgage with the incredibly low rates from Guaranteed Rate. Act now by visiting rate.com.
I think Miocic won this, man. He easily won.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision.
Now, if Miocic is won, John Jones is moving to heavyweight.
49-46 and 48-47 for the winner. And
Still.
yeah, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Well, Stipe Miocic has spent 3 years, Joe, focusing almost exclusively on Daniel Cormier. And to take the last two in this series is just incredible. And he stands right now as the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time.
Without a doubt, on paper, he's accomplished more than any man that has ever.
Yeah, Miocic won.
What's interesting is his reaction to the victory there.
Miocic won.
It seemed like he was that happy or excited.
Maybe some relief.
Perhaps, maybe just sheer exhaustion. He looks like he's picking it up right now. He's picking up his emotion. He just said, "Who's the best ever? Who's the best ever? Who's the best in the world?" That is him.
Well, and at this point, you talk about two different UFC heavyweight championship title reigns, 3 defenses the first time around.
Now,
was ended by Daniel
because
Cormier.
John Jones is a waste man, he's going to move up to heavyweight now. Watch what I said.
And now he defended it again tonight.
He's a waste man.
It's the hardest thing you can do because when you lose the belt, everybody has adjustments for you, and then you gotta.
He's going to move up to heavyweight, and he won't fight Adesanya now.
You know, Daniel Cormier stayed at the top of the heap for a very long time, but Stipe Miocic is a true heavyweight. This is his division. He proved it. The wear and tear from his hands landing just.
Let's see what the commentators have got to say.
Just numbers and technique and power.
Stipe's an animal, man.
All right, it looks as though Daniel Cormier has stuck around and Joe Rogan has him. Joe.
All right, I'm here with Daniel Cormier. DC,
yeah,
the fight is over.
Oh my God, his eye.
What happened in the fight that you
Yo,
did not expect?
yo,
what was this
what's wrong with the man's eye?
in comparison to how you thought coming into the fight?
Wasn't much different. You know, look, I mean, I can't see. So he did a good job. You know, he was able to clinch and hold me against the side of the octagon for long periods of time. And I believe that separated those close rounds. You know, I felt like we were going pretty good, but then when we get those clinch positions, he was going double underhooks, which is something he didn't do in the first 2 fights. You know, usually we were going over under, and I was able to get away, but tonight he went 2 under, so gave me some trouble.
You utilized some of your wrestling in the first round.
Yeah.
Was the game plan to do that in
Bruv,
every round?
I don't know if you can see this, but his eye is potato mash, bro.
He did a good job of not overextending himself. The first round he did. He overextended himself. I was able to get to his leg. Easy takedown.
That left eye's finished, bro.
He did a good job of not overextending himself and not giving me positions.
He looks like Rocky from Rocky 2. Is he cussing?
You don't see right now.
I can't see anything out of my left eye.
Black.
It's black. So
wow.
I mean, it is what it is. You know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, I told Mark that he poked me, but he said he thought it was a punch. But then after the fight, he said, yeah, he said, I saw it on the replay. So I just can't see out of my left eye. So it doesn't matter, but whatever. It is what it is.
What are your feelings right now after this incredible war, the rubber
Yeah.
match?
It just sucks, you know. Being on the losing end of two big fights and trilogies, it's a very sad position to be in. But I will deal with it as I've dealt with things in the past. So,
Do you think that this is it, or do you have to think about? You have to go home to your family and think about this, or
you know, Joe, I'm not interested in fighting for anything but titles, and I don't imagine there's going to be a title in the future. So that'll be it for me. You know, I've had a long run. It's been great. I mean, I just fought my last fight for heavyweight championship, and it was a pretty good fight. So
it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You've been a great champion, and you will, without a doubt, go down in history as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time.
Joe, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a
We
great night.
appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Well, his future is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but certainly a difficult pill to swallow for Daniel Cormier here tonight on the wrong end of the last two meetings with the still UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic, who is just so affable and classy and graceful.
Dude, you need to look at his eye, man. The eye is fucked. He's DC's eye is potato mash. I'm telling you now, man. You're gonna be seeing some serious memes about that eye, mate.
The winner and still Stipe Miocic, the greatest UFC. There you go. The greatest UFC heavyweight champion of all time, without a doubt. Now, how does it feel?
Tired?
Tired?
Yeah, I'll go home.
I can totally understand that. Was there anything about this fight that was surprising to you?
No, I mean, honestly, he's a hell of a fighter, honestly. I wish him nothing but the best. God bless him, you know, he's having a baby in October. God bless him with that, you know. We'll tell the baby and lives a long, happy life. He he's an amazing champion, amazing ambassador. Love the guy. I have no ill will towards him. I know we had our thing for a trilogy, but I think that's what makes it better. No, he's a tough dude. You know, I need to kick more. Try to check those more. I knew, I think you knew he had that first takedown, but I got right back up, so I wasn't really too worried. I think you knew that he's in for trouble if he's trying to take me down again.
What was the game plan going in here, Stipe? Was there a plan A, plan B, and plan C? Did you have to vary your approach in any way?
Yeah, I was on plan like 8.70-5. I was looking at so many of those right now. I had no idea at what I was doing.
Well, that is one of the things about these crazy heavyweight fights. Now, winning this fight, winning the rubber match, cementing your position, not just as the UFC heavyweight champion, but as the greatest of all time. Where do you go from here? Do you have to go back and think about this and rest and relax with your family, or do you have a game plan in your head?
My game? Sorry. Wake up early tomorrow. Get up at 7 o'clock. Go see my baby girl. Miss her all week. Celebrate my birthday on Wednesday, the 19th. And just enjoy life for now. Let it heal up, and then we'll figure out from there, man. I got the rest of the summer, hang out, and enjoy the pool. And I got my new trainer girl, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, enjoy your victory, enjoy your time off, enjoy your family, enjoy your birthday, and enjoy the fact that you are the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. Congratulations to you, sir.
Hey, no, thank you. And by the way, that fan pegging is fantastic.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thank you a lot, dude. Thank you.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Stipe excited to go home to his wife and his daughter Mila, who is 2. And it is Wednesday, Stipe. You'll be 38, but what a win for the consensus greatest UFC heavyweight of all time. Those post-fight interviews were brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4. Shape your legend in EA Sports UFC 4, available now.
Wow.
UFC 252, Miocic versus Cormier 3.
It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Whoever's been here, who's been watching, I can't, man. Dude, it's 6 o'clock in the morning here. Putting the grind for you guys.
Well, don't forget, right after we get off the air, you can join me alongside Chael Sonnen, Megan O'Leary, and Brett Okamoto for the UFC.
Yeah, man, look, unfortunate for Cormier. Unfortunate for him. But this look, man, I feel like with the UFC, because the fighters are only being pitted up against the best of the best. You know, you know, it's okay. You know, it's not. It's such a humbling sport, you know, and especially the way that Dana runs it. That you know, the best are just fighting the best, and if one comes up short, and if they have given a great account of themselves, you know, you win the respect of the fans. You know what ultimately you go in there to give blood to give your everything to a sport, and that's what DC's done. All right, he didn't win, but you know it's about the effort, and that's what matters. You know, and it's the effort that should always be accountable with anything you do with life. You know, this is why one of the many reasons I enjoy watching combat sports because you know, yes, it's okay to be talented. There are talented people, but hard work ethic is another thing that gets you just further in life. That's what I take away from watching these fights. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than just punching someone in the face ultimately. So the question is, who's Miocic got next? You know, I don't see him fighting. I don't see him. I really don't see him fighting Ngannou anytime, especially after a war like that. He's not gonna want to. He's not gonna want a fresh Ngannou who's not taking any damage whatsoever. So you know, but it'd be very interesting to see at what level Francis is at championship level against Miocic in a second fight because their fight normally did go the distance when they did fight. So it's interesting. Let's have it. All right. Since you want me to be a little bit extra, let's have a look at the media. Have a look what everyone's saying, especially with Shane O'Malley losing. Jesus.
So Stipe just used that fundamental fact and pushed DC up against the fence. If your back is flat up against the fence, it's the equivalent of being on your back flat against the floor. So Stipe did that. It was a great adjustment. He controlled the hands so that DC could keep firing the right hands off the pummel. Beautiful adjustments by both guys. DC protected his body. He didn't get dropped in the body. This, for me, was motivational. DC's 41 years old. He's 37 years old. These guys fought to the bitter end. 5 rounds. World champions. I'm hyped up to see that. I can't wait.
So Daniel Cormier is on his way to the hospital. We can tell you to have that left eye checked out so you won't hear from him on our post show on ESPN Plus. But tonight belongs to Stipe. There are credentialed heavyweights waiting in the wings. Of course, there's a rematch with Francis Ngannou, but there is also the consensus greatest mixed martial arts athlete of all time, Johnny Bones Jones. And here's a tweet from him: Heavyweight World Championships. I will be seeing you real.
You see what, bro? This guy's a waste man. You see this, yeah? This man is a prick, bro. I hope, bro. I swear. Look, yeah. If you're coming out saying that shit, yeah. If John Jones is saying that, yeah, go and fight Francis. Go fight him first before you want a title shot, bro. Bro, I swear I will give any amount of bro. I will be so happy if Jones gets knocked the fuck out. I'll be so happy. I just don't like him. I really don't like him. I mean, look, right? The things that he said about Tony Ferguson when he lost to Justin Gaethje after he had his fight. I mean, all right, like I get it, he lost, but I just don't get where Jones is coming from. I just don't get it. A guy, the man had a 12-fight fucking win streak, and he's been in the UFC just as long as you. You're just gonna come out and say some shit. Oh, he just got beat up like he owes like this man owes rent. I'm like, pull your fucking head out of your ass, man. Like, come on, man, allow it. Do you know what I mean? He's been in the sport just as long as you, and you're gonna go throw banana shit at him like that. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, there was a part of me that lost some respect for him, and I hated those comments, man. And even though Justin Gaethje won that fight, we can't take away anything away from him. you know, Tony was willing to die in that octagon that night just to give a great account of himself.
Avoid Stipe's right hand. I'm too fat though. Too strong when the time is right and have way too much energy. Soon and very soon I'll be considered the baddest man on this planet. All right, we got to go to Megan O'Leary. She's standing by with the report on
There you go. That's exactly what I said.
Sean O'Malley. Megan.
Hey, thank you so much, Sean. Yes, I came backstage and actually went to the medical area as Sean got there after his fight, and he actually did walk a few steps from the medical situation to a stretcher. He was then brought out to an ambulance and he was transported to the hospital. And I did try to speak with him. We talked a little bit. He told me that it was the same injury that he's had before. So I believe the Andre Top fight is where he first heard that, and it seems like he's heard it again. When I tried to ask him some more questions, it just seemed like he was really trying to meditate and focus on not being in so much pain. It was that same leg area that he's injured before, so we'll see what the prognosis is as soon as I get an update from our medical team on this.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Certainly a disappointing way for Sean O'Malley to fall from the ranks of the unbeaten. All right, guys, we got to get out of here first, though. Just final thoughts. I don't need a career retrospective necessarily, but Joe, if this is indeed the end for Daniel Cormier, any lasting thoughts on the whole?
Without a doubt, he's one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time. He's a spectacular wrestler, two division champion, won the Strikeforce heavyweight Grand Prix, became undefeated as a heavyweight up until the second fight with Stipe Miocic, and you're dealing with a guy again. And that's
All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Xavier, if you're still here, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. So, yeah, man. Look, we'll be back here. We will be back again on the 22nd of August doing Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin. And the heavyweight boxing scene will be shaking up. And if Dillian, so basically whoever wins that fight will be fighting for the title against Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, assuming how their fights go. So we're getting to a point where the heavyweight division in terms of the boxing is picking up a little bit more. And I know a lot of people are going to be excited to see how that division is going to be shaken up. And later on in the year, we still got Joyce versus Daniel Dubois, and I'll be covering that fight as well. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been decided. Miocic, at this current moment in time, is one of the baddest men on the planet. And he put in the work, and he got the W. So, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. And please check out all the other content that's on this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Our executive VP of Operations and Production is Craig Forsyth.